Hello, everyone. I'm a little bit of a student of the industry. My name is Steve Greenfield. Thank you for joining us. 9 years ago, the CIO of the most disruptive, important company in automotive, Tesla, decided to leave that job. Can you imagine someone 9 years ago leaving Tesla with what they've accomplished since? And in stealth mode for 3 years, he operated this company for 3 years. No one even knew it existed. And when I first heard 3 years later that the CIO of Tesla had decided to take on the two largest software vendors. I've been coming to NADA 25 years in a row. I thought this guy has to be crazy. This has to be crazy. Well, I'll tell you, the gentleman you're about to meet, some of you for the first time, is the most important person here. There'll be 25,000 people here this week. And with all due respect to all of you, this person you're about to hear from is the most important person who has, for one reason or another, I've never actually asked him, why decide to take on the hardest job ever by taking on the DMS category. I'm honored to be here to introduce Jay Vijayan today. And I think we should listen very intently and read between the lines. No pressure, Jay, because this is the most important person at NADA this year. And let's listen as Jay helps us understand what the next year or two is going to mean for Tekion, and more importantly, for the dealers in the audience. So it's my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage Jay Vijayan. Thank you for having me, and I really look forward to the presentation.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much. Thanks, Steve, for such a kind introduction. I'm definitely not the most important person here. It's all of you. You know, with all the weather challenges that's happened, what a week, right? It's rain and snow and ice and then sunshine finally. If you are here, bravo. I know my team, I heard stories after stories from 16 hours of driving, 5 flights, 6 flights. Some people came from Europe as well, so it's a lot of work. So if you're here, you are really, really serious. Again, if you couldn't make it, I totally understand. I know how much challenge. I know there are people who are going to be listening to this online as well. First of all, thanks to everyone for being here. I'll do my best to make your time worth. With that, Steve has set a very high expectation. I'm going to just focus on the vision of Tekion and one thing that has been core for us, right? Innovation, and then this immediate follow-up is the customers, their trust and transparency. Very, very important for us. Steve did a phenomenal job presenting a lot of deep data. Many of you understand what that data means. The industry itself, and then he presented this data, which is a very valid data. I'm very well aware of that. Like, a salesperson was selling 10 cars in 1950. They still sell 10 cars. What does that mean? Efficiency hasn't gone up much. And dealers, many of you, most of you, have to spend a lot more, and the margins continue to become thinner. So I'll kind of step back a little bit of the thinking from the fundamentals. Let's come to AI. We'll fast forward. There is exciting things, so please stay tuned, stay till the end. It's not going to be a long presentation. I have a very exciting product announcement at end of my presentation, so I'm going to show you the product itself. Going back to the fundamentals, why were machines invented? To make life easy for humans. Steve did say that humans are lazy. Yes, to most part that is true. You have to really work to be active. Now, computers, again, it's a machine, and AI is, of course, a very sophisticated machine. The goal of that should have been to make things easier, make life easier for humans, make things better and easier for business. It did some of it. What happened in the automotive industry, things got lost in between. What happened was innovation didn't happen as much. Now, yes, it is happening. But it was happening a lot in the pockets. So if you're a dealer, you know how many software you need to deal with. I've heard up to 100, by the way. True story. Dealers who said, I've used 100 different solutions to run my business. Why? Because they try their best. Dealers, all of you, try your best to do best for your staff and especially for your clients, your customers. The fundamental goal of Tekion, Steve did mention about there's a little bit, no, I'm not too crazy, but a little bit of craziness is there. Because I saw this opportunity so big. It's not about what people call as DMS or CRM or a service lane. There is this massive opportunity to drive value to the industry in total. And as an end consumer, we are all end consumers in our day-to-day life. I don't think we generally, when we go shop for a car or take our car for service, we should care or we ever care about, my data goes through, my record goes through a DMS or a CRM or a service lane. You shouldn't. What do you expect as a consumer? Seamless, simple experience. Give me the choice of however I want to shop, however I want to service. I could sit in my home and then do the deal with you, and you should be able to sell a car to me remotely. Or I could just drive into your dealership, do a test drive, finish the deal, or I could do partly at your dealership, and then go back home and then finish the deal at my own comfort. Every person, the way, not really every person, but there is a group, based on the mindset, they shop differently. So that's how ground up the opportunity for Tekion, I saw exponential. It is significant. Because automotive industry, again, this is all obvious I'm stating, is the second largest consumer industry. And for most people, is the second largest purchase they do in their lifetime. It's so important. That's why we created Automotive Retail Cloud. It is a first of its kind, end-to-end platform, ground up, developed in the same tech stack, putting you and your consumer in mind. And then, as you see, Tekion AI, from early days, data and then machine learning, growing into AI and generative AI has been a foundation on the platform, because these things, whatever we announced last year, what you're going to see this year, I would call it as only tip of the iceberg. How much more we could innovate, which has been lost. I'm going to share some numbers, what we have been doing as a company. Let me jump into this, okay? First, transparency. You all trust, as dealers, us with your business, running your business on our platform. We need to be transparent. Accountability and transparency is the DNA of the company, which I think it's kind of not so much happening in the industry. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So I shared this last year. I'm sharing again how much we are growing as a company. We crossed 200 million. As a software company, it's a big thing. But again, this is very, very early stage of how much opportunity there to grow. We grew our subscription revenue 70% year over year at this rate as a $200 million company, and we are continuing to grow well. We doubled our dealer count, and that number continues to grow very, very fast, which is great. CRM is something we launched. I'm going to talk about what we did in CRM in 2024. We significantly up-leveled everything from platform, customer adoption. We almost grew 100% on our CRM adoption for our dealers. $70 billion transacted in Automotive Retail Cloud, and that number continues to grow up. I'm really proud to say we run some of the largest dealers in the country. Largest in Toyota, largest in Chevy, some of the largest dealers, high volume dealers who are very happily running on the platform. And then 32 enterprise dealerships, including the new one that we announced. You may have seen, thanks to our partners at Ken Garff, so you may have seen the press release. Last year, we announced Asbury, and this year, it's Ken Garff. So we are super proud and super happy about that partnership. Again, it didn't happen overnight. I'm sure you know this. They're a big partner. They were running 8 dealerships on Tekion already. And this partnership really takes it to the next level, to the entire enterprise. We are pretty much in all states in the US, and then we are in Canada and UK, growing really, really well. We secured $200 million funding. In fact, one of the partner who funded is also here. Thanks to them. And the good news is, we haven't even touched that money yet. The full $200 million is still there. That means business is growing really, really well for us. It's a good thing. See, because we are innovating and investing a lot, it's good to have that buffer and good to have that capital. So the company is moving in the right direction in all senses. As we grow, this is one of the things I've been conscious, and I've been fortunate to be in big companies. And Steve touched on Tesla. Prior to that, I was in some large software companies, including Oracle and VMware. From day one, when people talk about secret of success, I don't think there is any secret. It is typically very, very hard work, knowing exactly what we need to do. Not all the time, but many times. Have been in operational roles as a CIO for a public company that taught me many things. how do you scale operations? How do you scale software? How do you scale a business? We were very conscious. We are not perfect, but we work towards really being perfect. Customers are literally the cornerstone for us. Very important. I've never missed replying to a customer email, never missed replying to a customer's text. It is very important. Again, the good news is my team really takes good care of my customers, so I don't get a lot of emails. It works both ways. So because they know I'm going to respond, they are on top of it already, right? If you're a dealer, you know what that means. So it works well. So the important point is, while our dealer count has grown, our customer sentiment is also growing. And that's an important part for me. While technology innovation and all of those are important, but taking care of our customers is the most important thing. As we grow, we didn't want to, yes, we do make mistakes, but we listen to our customers, which I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail as well, and then we really act on it right away. And that shows when, again, this is what I'm always, it's heartwarming. When you put true effort, your customers really reply back saying that, yes, you're doing a good job. Okay, that's important for us. Just a high-level numbers on how much we are powering automotive retail. As I mentioned just the beginning, it's going to grow fast. This is only 2024 numbers. That continues to grow really nice. We do payment processing as well, so that's Tekion Pay. Dealers which is most of our dealers, Tekion Pay, love it. How simple and easy it is end to end. They save tons of money, massive amount of efficiency, no more back office reconciliation of your repair order for cash, credit card, and everything. Everything happens automatically all the way to your journal entry. If you're a controller or a CFO, you know what that means, how easy that makes your life. Okay, so automotive is an ecosystem. When I mentioned the opportunity is big, the problem is also big. When you solve a big problem, big challenge, the reward and the opportunity to solve it, and then the reward for that is also huge. So the way we designed the platform, Automotive Retail Cloud is the flagship, definitely, and followed by Partner Cloud, because automotive is a big ecosystem. We already have 300 plus partners that number continues to grow. I'm going to talk about the Partner Cloud a little bit. So this is just an overview. And then we have Enterprise Cloud, because we can't let our OEM partners also completely in a different ecosystem. The idea is, how do you bring everyone in an ecosystem so that you can serve your customers as dealers in the best possible way? Because end of the day, that's what they care about. Right? For when a customer comes in, for them, they need the choice on how they want to shop, and they need full transparency. They should feel happy. Money is important. Time is even more important. Experience is even more important. People do forget money and dollars and price. It takes a little bit of time, but they never forget experience, especially when the experience is extreme, one way or the other. When they're really happy, they remember it for lifetime. When they're really unhappy, of course, they do remember for lifetime as well. Important topic. A lot of things happened in 2024. Security. Very important one. Something for us, we didn't pay attention to security in 2024 after whatever happened, right? We've been investing in this for a very, very long time. First company in the industry, I don't know, at least I don't know any other DMS company that had a transparent portal on their website. We have tekion.com/trust. Just click and go there. We've been very transparent for the last 2.5, 3 years, publishing what have we been doing on the security, privacy, compliance. It's a big word, but it's kind of interconnected. So security, privacy, and compliance all are interconnected. We went through extreme rigor. Only public companies. We are not a public company. Even public companies don't have the level of standards we have. Some of you, if you're a large company, CIO or a controller or a CFO, you know what that means. SOC 1, SOC 2 certification. None of the public companies had it. Very important. And then the ISO certification for data privacy and data security. It's multiple years of work. Doesn't happen overnight. You have to go through the rigor, not only the tech platform. They go through your processes, your controls. Everywhere there is a hole, they will find it. It's a good thing. It's a good practice for us to go through. So we went through that exercise. And I'm proud to say it's an ongoing effort. It's security is something we keep investing more and more. So if you have any doubt in your mind, if you're a dealer, this is the most secure platform, as far as I know. There is nothing else out there, okay? I did mention about listening to our customers. I feel it is a fundamental thing for any business. I don't have to tell you, I'm preaching to the choir. If you're a dealer, you know that. I'm sure you tell this to your team every time, why clients are more important, why should you take care of them. We do listen to our customers. This is just a few ways of how we listen to our customers. We have dealer councils, we have product councils, In fact, my chief of staff is the moderator for the council because I have direct access on what's going on with the councils, what feedback we are getting. My product team, my CTO, everyone spends time. For me, it's super important to listen to our customers, and then we take action accordingly. And then if you see, that's why you see the dealer sentiment that is continuing to go up. Engagement. My team, my partner success team, as you know, there are companies I've heard because I do invest. I invest with Steve also. I've invested in like many companies. I used to be on the board of public companies as well. There are companies which feel concerned about engaging with their customer, going in front of their customer, asking for feedback. We don't do that. We don't shy away at all. My partner success team drives engagement. They'll go call customers and say, hey, you should give feedback. We have a one-click button in the app itself. We call it as live user sentiment. They can literally click there and say, how do they feel about Tekion app? They can give comments of anything. And we have an internal workflow and a dashboard that we look at what customers are talking about, and my product team prioritizes based on that. Now, yes, we do take action, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit more deeper. Innovation outside of, there are great companies out there, no doubt about it. But when you come to DMS space and then something related, it is very short. I don't think there is much innovation happening. I don't think people are investing in innovation. I don't think any company invested this much. We launched 3,000 features. That doesn't include bug fixes. Again, there is a fine print there because sometimes, yeah, people do count like, hey, I fixed 1,000 bugs. Yeah, why did you release 1,000 bugs to the production first of all? So doesn't include bug fix. That's our problem to take care of our customers. 3,000 features into these themes, which are very important for us, which kind of drives increased profitability and growth. I'm going to talk about this. Again, this is something when, companies, people can show numbers, but when your customer tells you, that's literally the proof in the pudding. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit more details about that. So what did we say? Again, coming back to transparency and trust, building trust and being transparent. What did we say we are going to focus on in 2024? I was in this stage, similar. We continue to grow, so we have a bigger and bigger booth every year, which is a good thing. We said we are going to focus on these 4 themes: dealer profitability and dealer efficiency, next-gen CRM with personalized AI, which comes next also, it's kind of interrelated, and then expanding our partner platform and partner ecosystem. So I'm going to touch, again, accountability is important. I'm going to share what did we really do. It's not that, coming here and presenting and going away and say like, oh, yeah, we are doing cool things. I want to make sure that what did we do. So I want to just show some snippets of what did we do from a dealer profitability and operational efficiency for our dealers. First, as I mentioned, coming from our customers is more powerful than anything. I'm going to play a small video clip on dealer profitability.
We implemented Tekion at the end of 2021. From then until now, I'm up 46% in gross profit. Tekion has given me the ability to identify expenses that maybe are out of line, but also maximize every opportunity. I can bring in more money and I can spend less doing it.
We've been losing money every day in service and parts. We had to make a change. We had to do something different.
Operational efficiency. Again, creating an end-to-end platform, it is important. We will keep innovating. So we launched our Payroll 2.0. You could see from one of our dealers, again, it's an early stage, and it's going to go full GA next quarter in Q2, April. Pretty much most of our dealers will start getting the Payroll 2.0. You could see even the early dealers, you see the comments, the time that they save, it's gone from 4 hours to 1 hour. Right? It's a huge thing. Time is money. You all know this more than anyone. And the amount of savings it does and making things simpler, having everything in one system makes a big difference for our customers. CRM, it's another important one because your team engages with your customer. And it's a very important tool that we continue to invest, continue to grow rapidly. If you have seen our CRM 6 months ago, it's way outdated. So you need to see it again because we keep introducing new features, new things on CRM, okay? All right, here are the highlights. So the good news is Again, proof is in the pudding. We have almost doubled our adoption, dealer adoption, so significant amount of growth in 2024. Some features that the team has launched that they are proud about, right? Of course, AI is built in our CRM Pro, new sales dashboard, the team collaboration, redesigned lead UX, and then enhanced CRM and retail workflows. I'm going to show something as well. So you could see again, customer comments on 20% lead engagement is a big deal because retail is a very competitive business. And then month over month, 8% increase. Again, as I said, early signs of this product itself is super strong from our customers. With AI, this is really cool. AI Insights lead summary. Again, this goes to the core of what Steve was talking about, right? How do you improve efficiency for your salespeople? I've talked with some big dealer groups. They get really excited. One of our partners, the largest partner who recently signed up the entire enterprise, they get really excited. The CEO was talking about, he said, Jay, there are times, many times, day in and day out, I do see there are two things that happens with our sales agents. There are good people. One, they make mistakes in typing emails to our customers. You can think about, right, especially when premium customers, you can't make those mistakes. Of course, people are, it's human, right? And then the second is they miss responding to emails on time because they don't have enough time. They can do only so much. We focus on those two very important items. The AI does the automatic summarization, email responses, contextually with details of the car, vehicle, make, model. Massive upgrade. It saves significant amount of time. As you could see, Alex Bowser, one of our dealer partners, he was here, I think, yesterday or today morning on the stage. 30 to 45 minutes per agent. So that's what efficiency means. If you can think about, right, 15 sales agents, that's more than 10, 12 hours a day. So that's a lot of efficiency improvement. So a lot of good improvements in AI. This is another problem if you're a dealer, duplicate leads. You can lose a customer very easily. If one person in your dealership calls them, there's another person calls them, and they give a slightly different information, anything, inventory, price, you're done. You lose that customer right away. The customer's trust is gone. So the AI does deduplication automatically. Our customers generally get quite excited about it. Let's talk about partner ecosystem. Again, as I mentioned, automotive is a very large industry. You need to bring partners together. You need to have APIs. And then there is one important thing for dealers I'm going to share. So this is high-level metrics, how much progress we have made, how much the integration hub, the partner ecosystem has grown. But the most important thing is the integration hub for dealers. So if you're a dealer, this is something I personally have talked to some of our largest dealers. They get really excited. I don't think this exists in the industry. You have an integration hub that you have full transparency of all of your integrations, all of your data that goes in and out. If you have an IT team, it's all pretty much self-service, where you could turn on and off what integration, data goes in and out. So this is a really cool one. So if you're interested, if you're not aware of it, please talk to my team. My integration team is here. They can give you as much detail as you want. Even offline, you can go to our website and look at the information also. Steve talked a lot of data. I'm definitely not going to compete with that. He gave a lot of information and data. So just a broad theme. It's important for us because while we listen to customers, we hear a lot of things. It's important on how do we align our focus and investment as we grow in 2025. Things are looking good for the industry overall, but the general trend is profitability is normalizing. Of course, the last 2021, 22 profits are all gone. Dealers, operators really know that. It's not one permanent thing. Reduced profitability in new car sales, you are aware of that. It's an obvious thing. The economic environment is getting definitely better. You all know that. That is good. Increased focus on fixed ops revenue is an important one. Again, stay tuned here. You could connect the dots when I announce the new AI product. Leveraging AI, while AI has been, people have been talking about, there is a lot of excitement. There is also a lot of anxiety. When you see social media about AI, you could definitely get anxious because there is a lot happening, video clips. While AI is also used for fake videos, it's very tough for us to decide, for human eye to decide what's fake and what's real. We go back to the fundamentals on how do we use AI, again, to improve business, improve efficiency, how we can give personalization, how can we make things better with less energy, less spend for our dealers. So I'm going to talk a lot more about that. So here is our AI capabilities, what we did in 2024. As I said, all of these are in the beginning because we built such a strong data and AI infrastructure, which we continue to invest. the speed in which we can innovate on AI on the platform will be significantly faster from middle of this year. Even though we have been faster, but not fast enough, like to Tekion speed. If you don't know and if you're interested about where the name Tekion came from, I can share about it. If you look up the dictionary word, the word tachyon means faster than light. So I tell my team, speed is in our name, so let's move fast. So we need to keep moving fast. So in 2024, we did, used AI for content generation. We did use conversational user interfaces, so we launched the CRM Pro and AI and everything. We continue to keep enhancing that. In 2025, specialized agents completing tasks is going to be very important. I'm sure you've heard a lot about that. Team productivity, how do you improve your team's productivity using AI? Very important. Again, this goes back to, again, efficiency. How can you do more, sell more cars, make more money, be more efficient with the right number of staff? So that just because business is growing, you don't have to keep hiring a lot of people. Yes, you need to hire, but it doesn't have to be linear. And then conversational actions, conversational user interfaces. Now, AI can take actions for you as well. So that's where we are going. And you will see the speed of innovation will continue to increase as our AI infrastructure continues to get stronger and stronger. How do we unlock opportunities and values? So 2025, exciting year ahead for all of us, okay? So these are going to be the key themes. Like every time I mention about what are the themes that we are going to be focused on. AI agents. I always feel there are times automotive industry in certain space, especially in our industry, kind of lags behind. We shouldn't be. We can be in the forefront, and we will be in the forefront. I'm sure you've heard talks about in future, you may or may not have to even deal with a user interface. As a user, you should give a command to an AI agent, and an AI agent should go do the job for you. I don't know when that's going to happen. When that happens, we will be in the forefront. We will have AI agents with our user interface for you. So that's going to be the coolest thing. So our industry is going to be in the forefront. So we're going to be focusing more and more on AI agents so that your staff can use the user interface or interface with an AI agent. And you're going to see the first of its kind in my product announcement, okay, in a few minutes. Data intelligence is very important. Again, it's all interconnected. Some of these themes are all interconnected. Data intelligence means one of the things I've seen consistently, while we have made inroads, I think this takes it to the next level, is there is always a disconnect between operational data. I think dealers know what I'm talking about. If you're not a dealer, it's tough to understand this part. Operational data and then the financial data. If you go to your controller and CFO, usually that happens only at the month end most of the time. Otherwise, if things go wrong, they'll reach out to you. It's always disconnected. It takes a long time until they close their books. What we are doing with data intelligence is because we can do that as a single platform and single data infrastructure and data platform, we use the power of data to provide pretty much real-time intelligence. If you are interested in that topic, my AI product lead and my data analytics lead as well, they are going to conduct a session, go deeper into this. If you're a dealer, especially if you're a controller or a general manager, you will like that part. Please do attend that. Enterprise for everyone. Again, this is another thing we can do as a single end-to-end platform. Enterprise doesn't mean it has to be only for 100 rooftop companies. If you're a 3 rooftops, you could still use the power of enterprise to view your business in one place, take actions from one place, compare performance between dealerships. There are so many things I feel that are missing. Only Tekion can potentially do this in real time because how we built our, how the platform architecture is. While we have so many priorities, we didn't really focus on that as much. We did deliver features, but we are taking that to the next level. Personalized service and retail, I'll probably spend a little bit more time when I do the product announcement. And then the open ecosystem, we'll continue to invest. APIs, if you're not aware, please go to tekion.com/APC, our product partner cloud. There's a lot of information about standard APIs, which are pretty much open APIs for any partner to sign up. Of course, you would need to work with your dealer to get the approval through workflow. It's almost kind of like a self-service. There is enterprise partnership, and there is strategic partnership. If a dealer feels it's very important to embed in their workflow to serve their customers, then we do strategic partnerships with those partners. So this is going to be our 2025 theme, what we are going to be investing a lot more on. Okay? So I did talk a lot about AI agents. So we're going to announce a new product. As I said, it's just the beginning of many more exciting things that are coming. I'll play a simple, quick product video, which is kind of like a product demo. Like we always do, we try it with few of our dealers. And there are a few very progressive dealers who have tried the product. And I have one of our dealer partners who have been the early pilot. He's here. So after I play the video, I would invite Finley Ewing from Ewing Auto to come on the stage. Just talk about like a minute or two what he felt about the product, the early product, and what he sees as the potential. Let me play the video first, okay?
Introducing Tekion AI Copilot, a groundbreaking suite of AI-driven tools designed to transform every aspect of dealership operations. From sales to service, Tekion AI Copilot streamlines workflows, enhances decision-making, and elevates the customer experience, setting a new standard for automotive retail. Within this powerful suite, the Service AI capabilities empower technicians and service advisors to deliver faster, more personalized service than ever before, ultimately driving revenue for your business. Copilot empowers service advisors with intelligent, market-ready, AI-powered recommendations that are tailored for each customer. By analyzing factors like vehicle history, inspection details, and customer data, Tekion AI crafts personalized service suggestions, making it easy for advisors to communicate value and upsell essential services. Just one click transforms a technician's input into a customer-friendly message that drives trust and engagement. With AI Copilot for Service, your customers experience an unprecedented level of transparency and care. They receive an inspection summary, easy-to-understand recommendations with detailed explanations, and inspection videos right to their mobile device. From tire replacements to routine maintenance, customers better understand their inspections so they can easily review, approve, and stay informed, making their service experience smoother, smarter, and more connected. AI Copilot for Service doesn't just simplify processes, it elevates the entire service journey by providing customers with a clearer understanding of their service inspection, creating a seamless and transparent experience for both dealerships and their customers. Step into the future of automotive service with Tekion AI Copilot, where precision meets personalization, driving value, increasing customer loyalty, and boosting profitability.
Thank you. I want to introduce Finley Ewing as a CEO of Ewing Auto. Finley, how long have you been partners associated with Tekion? Long time, right?
Yeah, a long time. I actually was part of DSE, the original service-only product back in, 2018 or 19. And actually met Jay when Tekion was just in stealth mode. And I'll tell you, thanks for putting those business numbers up there, because it's pretty remarkable to see what you've done in the last 8 years. I'll tell you, it's not just extraordinary, it's impossible what you did. And you've built an incredible product that has brought a ton of value to my business, and my customers are the ones that reap the rewards.
Awesome. Thank you. Finley has been an incredible partner, very progressive as well. Very engaged with my team on everything, product feedback. In fact, he's one of the dealer partners. We have quite a few, fortunately, but he's one of the very early ones. Always raises hands for anything new, Jay, bring it on. I'm going to try. My team will try and give feedback. He's a fantastic operator. He runs phenomenal operations, one of the largest Mercedes-Benz store in Plano, Texas. It's an amazing store I visited. So now, the exciting part. So how's your experience in running the Copilot, Service Copilot in your store?
Yeah, so Service AI has been a fantastic product for us. One of the things you struggle with as a dealer is managing communication across your stores, consistent communication across all your advisors at the same time as well. And so what Service AI has done for us is allowed us to have consistent communication and communication in a way that's easy for the customers to consume. Because one of the things we always talk about at work is that I hate car lingo. I want a person who knows nothing about cars, who doesn't care about cars, to be able to understand everything we're recommending or communicating to them at the same time. And Service AI is a way for me to guarantee that that level of communication is going to be easy and consistent for our customers. And I actually brought a quote if you don't mind.
Oh, please do. Please do. Thank you. Please share.
So one of my advisors who is really, really enjoying using Service AI, he said, time is saved on the front end. Before, I would have to type all recommendations manually, or even worse, do nothing and send a bad one, usually in all caps and full of car lingo. And on the back end, time is also saved because work is getting approved faster and with little to no intervention on my part. The AI-powered descriptions answer all of my questions, or answer all the questions that they would normally call me for. So think about that. You're eliminating just redundant time for our advisors. They're able to focus, on the drive, taking care of customers. They're able to focus on communicating with the technician to get cars through the shop faster. They're not doing redundant information that they were doing before, and it's revolutionized our service department.
Excellent. Thank you, Finley. Again, this is we wouldn't be able to do these things without partners like yourself, because it takes a lot of guts to go try new products. And again, we didn't script any of these. If you're listening, I just told Finley, can you please just talk about what your experience is? I'll tell you openly, because we have only just a handful, very, very small set of dealers who are trying the AI Copilot. I was a little bit nervous, but I know Finley, I was okay still, because we know it's a pilot product, but we are going to launch April onwards. It's going to be available for all dealers to consume. Thanks again, Finley. Thanks for being a great partner, and thanks for coming on the stage with me.
Thank you, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. That's pretty much it. We will wrap up. Thank you so much. We have an exciting year ahead in 2025. Looking forward to seeing you again in NADA or before that. Okay? Thank you.